Hello, Skip from Affordable Best Services. This is Joel from JND SEO. We spoke briefly earlier on the phone. You said you might be looking to get a few more, jobs in. So let's talk about what that would look like. So I'm going to show you right now three different ways that you could improve your site and bring in more customers, which in turn obviously would help you to beat out some of your competitors online as well. And so the three topics I'm going to cover are content, citations, and backlinks. And I'll explain those pretty well too. And I don't want to waste your time, so I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible. If at the end of the video you want to hear more information, reach out. We can set up a phone call. I can answer any questions for you. If not, no problem. I'm actually going to include a bunch of free tips and strategies in here that you could actually go ahead and use for your site. Or if you have someone else, you could have them use them as well. So the first thing we'll talk about is just content. I'm just looking for the amount of content on your page. Content mostly is going to be the written words on your page, but also it can be on pictures as well if they're saved with keywords and words, or it could be buttons also. So just looking through, Google really recommends having about 1,500 words up to about 2,000 words. The reason that they want so much is that if you have that much content on your page, then they know that you're offering a lot of education out there, essentially for free, and that's what Google really wants, is they're trying to get people to offer something up for them. And the more you have, the higher they're going to rank you as a result of that. The other alternative is that you could have a blog. Google does love blogs. They just can be a lot of work to maintain. But if you don't have the content, you could do a blog. That accomplishes the same goal, where it basically gives out a education, tips, strategies, free services to people. And Google really likes that, and they're going to rank blogs fairly high as well. I'm going to compare your site with Monarch Roofing for this video. I'm going to go back and forth. Reason why is because they're one of the top results in the area, at least for Myrtle Beach area. And that's who essentially, you'd want to get ahead of to really take on a lot more visitors to your site and really to get on that first page, because they're one of the top ones over there. So if we scroll through their page, I'm going to show you their content. They also have nowhere near 1,500 to 2,000. I think they might even have less than what you guys have. And they don't actually have a blog. So that's one area where you're probably already a little bit ahead of them. Never hurts to add more content. You really can never have too much. But the other reason that you do want that much content is that the more content you have, the more keywords and key phrases you can put into that content. So as a quick example, I've just used Myrtle Beach Roofing as what I've searched. Now I know you guys don't do just roofing, you do remodeling and everything. This is just for this one Google search here. All of the numbers that we're going to go through that your site's currently doing, it won't affect any of that, no matter if you focus more on remodeling or home renovations or what you did, it would all show up there. So it won't affect any of that. But this is also what a new customer would search. As you can see, it doesn't have a specific company name. So the first thing they're going to find are all these ads on the front page. And you can actually see Monarch is paying for ads currently. And the next thing is this map section. So basically, you're going to find the top 3 companies show up in this little preview window. And this is where we talk about citations, our second topic. Citations are how you get ranked on the map section. It's also called GMB, or Google My Business. And the way to do this is you just get your business name, address, and phone number, those 3 things all listed together, and you get them listed in directory sites. These are sites like Yellow Pages, Home Advisor, Yelp, and you can even use social media. So like a Facebook business site, for instance, if you link your exact address, name, and phone number, and you put your link in there, it will link that to your site, and it's like Facebook is essentially giving you like a thumbs up saying this is a good site. So there's a couple of ways you can do that, and you actually can bring in a lot of customers from that as well. So the next thing we'll talk about is just what we call the organic sections, where when you search something on Google, you get the actual answer to what you're looking for, or the results. And you're going to get 10 results per page on Google. And so these show up in reference to whatever you searched, right? So our search was this keyword, Myrtle Beach Roofing. And so if we're ranking this, the first thing is it's going to go to Better Business Bureau as the #1 spot. And they're a directory, so that's actually a good thing, because directories aren't that difficult to beat, because Google prefers a local business has these top spots. So number 2 is going to bring us to Myrtle Beach Roofing, their contractors. 3 is going to bring us to Monarch Roofing, which is our subject that we've kind of been talking about. We could keep going. Like I said, I want to keep this on the short side. And if I didn't mention it, Myrtle Beach Roofing does have 150 visitors, or sorry, 150 people search that every single month. That's why we used that as our example. All right, so next up, I've taken your website, affordablebestservices.com, and I've put it into a program that I like to use called Ahrefs. This just allows me to kind of see how your site's performing. And I can see right now you've got some headers on your page. That's a really good thing. This allows Google to find you a little bit easier. If you have them, they show up right above the web address. So we've got your business name, and then we have a keyword for remodeling contractor and your location, obviously, or in the location you service. So then after that, we're going to actually dive into our third topic, which is backlinks. And these really go hand in hand with referring domains. So right now we can see that you have 2 referring domains and you have 4 links on those 2 domains or websites. So referring domains are just websites that you have links on. And you can have multiple links per site. So for instance, we have 4 links on two sites. When somebody clicks one of those links, it's going to redirect them back to your site. So it doesn't have to be this exact link. Sometimes the link is like embedded in a picture or a button, so if someone clicks it. And so the example we'd use for this would be like a Facebook business page. So a Facebook business page, that Facebook business page would be your actual domain or your website. And then the link would be where it says what your web address is for your business. You just put this in. That would be your actual link. So that's an example there. The more sites that kind of point to your site, the higher this number gets. And this is your UR, which it's just your trust in the area. And the more sites that point to you, they're essentially vouching for you, saying this is a good site. And Google will rank you higher based on that. And the higher this number goes, the more keywords you can be found for in searches, like what we used, Myrtle Beach Roofing, as our example. Now, right now, we can see yours isn't really registering. So that tells us that your referring domains right now, you don't have too many, there's just the 2. But adding more would help you to get a number. It also may mean that they're not that strong that you currently have. And so keywords are what really bring the visitors to your site, at least the organic way. And what we see now is because there's no keywords, we have no visitors coming in. And this is on a monthly basis. So I'm going to hop over to Monarch so I can show you what theirs looks like. Again, they've got headers as well. So they got their business name with the keyword. They've got 368 websites or referring domains that they have links on, sending them back over 2,000 links to their site. Their trust is a 38. So because of that, they got more keywords. They've got 394 keywords showing up here. And that's bringing them about 472 visitors to their site every month. So I was going to show you your keywords, but because none are showing up, I'm just going to show you Monarchs real quick. I'll just give you a couple examples. We used one already, which was our Myrtle Beach Roofing. So this one here, they have their company name, Monarch Roofing, with the location. I prefer these because this one is a national and it could be anywhere in the U.S. I prefer ones that actually have locations that you work in. So 70 people do search this exact phrase every month with their name in it. That means people know who they are. It's going to be probably some referrals, as well as people maybe they've done business with before, as well as people who probably saw their signs also. And they're in the first position. So there's going to be, we talked about there's 10 results that show up per site, page on Google's organic section that we saw down here. So there's going to be 10 that show up per page. And the idea is to get ranked as high as you can in that. So being number 1 obviously is the best. You want to be on the top 10 to get on the first page. 80 to 85% of people do not go to page 2. So you really do want to be on page 1. And so being number 1, that's going to usually get you about anywhere from 20 to 35% of the total volume that search it, that will come to your site. So being number 1 for Monarch Roofing Myrtle Beach, they're getting actually 22 visitors of that 70 come to their website. So people, again, you want to have some with your name, but you also want to bring in those new customers. Let's go to this one, Roofing Company Myrtle Beach, which is a pretty good search. 70 people search this keyword exactly like that every month. They're number 2, so they're going to get 10 visitors to their website of the 70. And you can see as you go down the number, when the numbers get higher and you go down the list, the percentage gets smaller. So if we go to Myrtle Beach Roofing, which is the one we used, 150 people search it every month, and they're ranked number 6, so they're in the middle of the first page. We're a little past the middle. And so because of that, they're going to get 8 visitors to their website of the 150. So the percentages go down pretty dramatically. And then once they get to page 2, you might get 1 or 2 at the top of page 2, but you're really not going to get anything. So you really want to be in that top 10. That's the key. All right, Skip. So that's just a little bit. We talked about content, citations, backlinks. Hopefully that wasn't too much information. And now that you have the info, though, there's 3 things you can really do with it. If you're not looking to grow, which I know that wasn't really the case, you are looking to grow. Obviously, you wouldn't have to do anything with it. If you have someone that you currently use that you're happy with, you could show them the video. It's got some tips in it. It might help them out. And the third option is if either you don't have anyone currently working on your site or you're not really happy with who you do have and you want to grow, you want to add some more business, some more customers to your site, feel free to reach out. And I can answer any questions for you. I'll give you a call to follow up anyway. I just want to make sure that you found this helpful. Trying to help a few small businesses out. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it and have a great day.